Hey, hi everyone. This is Drouden back with another stream for Wolong Fallen Dynasty. As you guys know, yesterday we stopped at the mission, the Battle Royale mission, right, for the Crouching Dragon, Zhuge Liang. And we were able to get through, at the end at least, get through 5 stages. So we beat Hua Xiong, we beat Yuan Shao, we beat Dongzhou. Was it 5 or 4 stages? Yeah, that's Dongzhou is the 3rd stage. So 4th stage is Sun Jian, right? Sun Jian we were able to beat, but we were not able to beat, or after beating him, we were not able to progress further. That was the maximum we could get. Effectively 4 stages, right? So I'm hoping to improve on that count, but before we do that, I have a few problems, right? The first problem is that, as you guys can see, we have accumulated more chi, but even at the end of yesterday, we had around 790 chi, with more if we enter the battle arena. So I don't know what to do with this chi, frankly, right now. I don't want to level up before I take on, or at least complete that level, the Battle Royale level, because that would just reduce the difficulty, in my opinion. Having said that, the issue here is that I feel it's a bit risky to carry around so much chi. So yeah, I'm quite a bit conflicted and in two minds. The other thing is that I'm not sure how many more levels are there. From the looks of it, UG, who is the fight after Sun Jian, was I believe around morale level 12. So I'm expecting at least 2 more fights after him if we are to look at a morale level of 20 for the final, you can say the final battle in that Battle Royale. So after UG, maybe Ying Long combined with UG, that might be one more boss, and then the blindfolded boy. That's one possibility, or maybe it's an entirely different boss, right? We haven't seen Liu Bu make an appearance. There is a fair possibility that he might make an appearance, and yeah, and then we might end up fighting the blindfolded boy as well. So if after UG that is the situation, yeah, it's going to be fairly difficult for us to take on all of them and survive. Although there is one thing that I was obviously not doing yesterday, which we could have done, and that is to use our Dragon's Cure powder. I noticed that, so I was testing today, and just to see how well it works, I was trying to figure out what would be the best way to increase our sustain and enable us to fight longer. One option obviously is to replace our Divine Beast with the one that we were using earlier, right, Qinglong, and then maybe add in a few passives for Divine Beast gauge generation, so that we have a faster gauge getting up filled up, and we have more uses of Ying Long. That's one option for sure. But I felt that that would nerf our damage too much. Plus, we get power drop on the enemy on wizardry spell with Tang Xie, and we don't get that with Yinglong, not Yinglong, sorry, Qinglong. So that's a major difference as well, right? So that's one. The other option was obviously to use our spell, right? We have this spell called, what is it? Let me just quickly look at it. So we have a wood spell which could allow us to steal HP when we attack, right? Which we were using earlier, absorb vitality. obviously with the considering that now we do a lot more damage, our absorb vitality would accordingly give us more HP back. The only issue with that spell is that first of all it requires quite a bit of spirit, but it lasts for a very short time. In fact, the duration is so short that I believe that the only real use of it would be before crits, where we use it and then we do the crit. And obviously the other bigger challenge is that we have run out of spell slots. So if we want to slot in absorb vitality, we'll have to basically sacrifice one of the spells that we use regularly otherwise. So all these factors, especially the really short time and high spirit cost, made me feel that it's not such a good, you can say, yeah, that's not the direction to go, right, if I want healing. Because even with that, even with percent HP heal bonuses that you can get from armors and accessories and weapons, even then we were not getting so much healing from it, especially without critical attacks or fatal attacks, that we could reliably use it, right? That's the big deal here. So then the question is, if we don't have used that either, if say we got other ways to get passive HP healing, I wouldn't mind that, frankly. It's just that the spell is too short-lived, right? If there was some kind of jewel maybe which we could slot in, like our fire and lightning enhance, maybe HP steel jewel. If there is some kind of jewel like that, and if we get the RNG for it and actually get it to drop, I'm not averse to using that, although I'm not sure how much it will provide. I'm hoping it will be maybe, so typically the spells are a lot more powerful, maybe double or triple the power, so we'll get much lower HP back, I suppose, but yeah, it will still be something, and most importantly, we don't have to waste any spirit on it, nor do we have to spend or nor do we have to worry about it running out, right? So in that sense, I'm more than open to that kind of a possibility, and I think I think there are sets which allow us to do that. So not here, let's go look at the storehouse, because I feel there are a few sets which might allow us to do that, but then I think we'll have to go, or at least look at the set bonus, right? Which might which sort of goes against what I was aiming for earlier, but our current situation really leaves us with very little choice in terms of how we want to do these things. I think sets are at the bottom. Let me start from the bottom. So we have the Taoist, we have Tianju, we have Heijian, Star, and Dreadstar. We have Yuan Shao's set. Beating him over and over has given us a lot of his pieces. We have the Rampancy set, which is from Hua Xiong. Again, beating him over and over has also given us a lot of his pieces. The Vanguard set is from, I believe, Zhang Liao. So Zhang Liao's set is pretty nice, and in fact I liked its bonuses originally when I was looking upon it. Power gain upon fatal strike, haste upon martial arts, these are all good in my opinion. And we don't have those. Maybe we can use these in addition to basically combine them with the other bonuses that we have. So this is definitely one option that we can pursue. I'll probably stop at the third bonus, so I'm assuming that with the full armor set we'll get the 3 bonuses. So martial arts spirit consumption reduction, haste upon martial arts, and power gain upon fatal strike. So this is a good combo in my opinion, and we can probably look at this. And I think for this set we also have the full 4-star. I'm just going to check if that is indeed the case, but I do believe that we received the full 4-star armor for the Vanguard set. Yeah. So we have the entire set in 4-star, right? So this is definitely one thing that is worth looking at, and we'll get 4 other slots which we can use for something else. I'm not sure if we can put more jewels on this, but I hope we can. Let me check if any of these are missing a jewel, then that means that we can add jewels to them, right? So yeah, this one seems to be missing a jewel, right? Because I have the habit of taking off jewels and extracting them and keeping the set. So yeah, it seems that we can indeed use the jewel and not worry. So that gives us a few options, because that will mean that in addition to this set bonus, we will get more advantages. Although this 11.9 straight saber damage is something seriously. If only we had another set which was just as good. What does this give us? Martial arts damage 12.9, flying general set. HP halberd spirit damage, slow upon ranged attack. Okay. Yeah, the others are not that good. The last one is excellent, but the others are not that good. By the way, yeah, as in my plan is to try to figure out what build we can use today for this fight, and then go into that fight. We are kind of hamstrung because my original plan was a bit different. So what I originally wanted to do was to use a particular set that I had been aiming for. Okay, so I noticed that there are a few sets which give us very interesting or very stats which we definitely want. So one is this white horse general set. The helm and the gauntlets give melee attack damage as the fixed bonus. So I'm focusing on the fixed bonus, okay? And I was looking at all medium, heavy and light sets just to see what combination works to give us the best set of such fixed passives, and then we can build around those. That was my plan. Obviously, as you guys can see, the biggest challenge with that, with accomplishing that plan currently, is that we don't have 4-star versions of either of these armors, right? So yeah, but that was my plan, that maybe we can have either both these melee attack damage armor pieces, or maybe one of them, and then maybe one for martial arts, one for wizard damage maybe, and one for range damage, right? So I had chosen out pieces for all of those. Warlock Ritual Robe, for instance, gives us wizardry spell damage. You have I think the Taishan Bandit set, the helm and bracers give us martial arts damage, and then I think the Wuhan Cavalry gives us the where is the Wuhan Cavalry? I don't see the Wuhan Cavalry, but I think that gives us yeah, there it is, the Greaves. So these give us ranged attack damage. So we just have the Greaves right now. We don't have any of the other parts of the set in 4-star. If we did, I would have maybe gone for that, but a few things there as well, right? I'm just not sure which ability to spec into. It might be spell damage, it might be melee damage, right? We can either go 2, 2 or 1 of each for 4 different damage types. Frankly, I'm not sure. I think I weave in everything to a certain degree. Maybe not martial arts as much, although even that is not correct, right? With my deceptive strike on the longsword, I do use that a lot. And the big nuke, right, iron calf on our glaive as well. So it's not yeah, it's not the case that we are not using any of these. So as you guys can see, I'm a bit in two minds. Maybe I can actually drop melee attack damage and ranged attack damage, and instead just keep martial arts and wizard damage. although I think melee attack damage will also improve. No, okay. There's also spirit attack damage, right? So that will be for our heavy attack. Melee attack will be for the, I think, light combo. So maybe I should go for spirit attack damage instead. I'm not sure if anything gives spirit attack damage. Spirit gain, spirit damage taken, spirit damage guarding, and I think that's it. Doesn't seem to be anything that gives spirit damage, frankly. Let's check the, yeah, in our storage maybe there is something which has that effect. Spear damage is there, 3.6%, okay. Melee attack damage, this is the one that I was referring to. Martial arts spirit damage, melee attack damage again, spirit attack guarding, sustainability, fatal strike damage, interesting. Doesn't seem like there is any spirit attack damage passive. At least I haven't gotten the armor that has that, which is unlikely. I think I have one piece of every armor type, right? So very odd, but there doesn't seem to be any spirit attack. So unless melee attack refers to both spirit and regular melee attacks, yeah, there is spirit attack, spirit damage though, oddly enough, but no spirit attack damage. They should really call it something different. Maybe heavy attack, right? So to differentiate it from spirit in the sense of spirit gain and spirit damage. Melee attack damage again. So Man of Benevolence armor actually gives you melee attack damage. Very interesting. What about the Gaunt Greaves? Greaves give toxin defense. Okay. Any Greaves that give melee attack damage? I can actually test it out. What gives whether melee attack damage impacts our. Okay, I don't think they give it. I think you can add it as a triangle. What do you call it? Ability, right? As a bonus, which editable bonus. Yeah, it's an editable bonus. My bad. Yeah, all these sets don't have fixed passives. They have their own fixed bonuses, right? These ones. So fine. Let's look at these sets as well. This is Cao Cao set. So it has morale points gain, it has marking flag detection, it has sword spirit damage. We are not using swords, so that's the problem. It has slow on deflect, I suppose, and spirit vulnerability on. So slow on martial arts, that's good actually, and spirit vulnerability on also on martial arts. Interesting. That's not bad, frankly. Yeah, that's pretty good. But we don't have the 4-star set, although we can get it, I guess. We have the Cups of Cordiality to do that. The Staunchness armor is Xiahou Dun, right? So it gives status effect resistance, spread damage received, spread gain, and poleaxe damage, and nothing great. We have Greaves. The rushing set is Xiahou Yun, and Xiahou Yun gives us. Yeah, this is all arranged, right? So we don't worry about that. We have Libationer Go set, which gives power drop upon fatal strike and damage amplification upon fatal strike. Interesting. And negative effect duration as well as enemy status effect accumulation. and then damage to enemies with negative effects. Actually, this is a great set if I want to pair it with my current build. But I don't, yeah, and I can upgrade him completely and get it as well. The only problem is the fifth piece, right? That will probably be some kind of a weapon which maybe I don't want to go with. But otherwise, yeah, this is a great set for me. Oh, there is a interesting. So there is a cane. So that is the weapon. There is the crown overcoat, gloves, footwear, and I have the silver inlay Lubo dice. Oh, so I can get an accessory as well. So I'll get luck because of that, because the dice have luck as their fixed passive. Well, in fact, everything is fixed on these, so it will depend on RNG what we get. So instead of a weapon, I can jump my accessory if I get a bad set of passives on it. But I can still keep the weapons that I currently have, and I can completely spec into this. That's one option, clearly. This is worth considering, in fact. This is definitely worth considering. What else do we have? And this gives us a 13% additional damage bump. And with us continuously applying negative effects, yeah, this will give us very good returns, I would say. That additional 13% damage. And we can obviously top it off with melee damage or whatever damage we are going to be using. Okay, that's one. This was an accidental discovery, I suppose, but definitely worth considering. What else? And yeah, we looked at Sausa, we looked at Hwaxiong, we looked at Gojia. This is Dauntless Warrior. Okay, this is Zhaoyun. So Zhaoyun has Deflect Spirit Consumption, Elemental Damage Reduction, Spear Damage, and Element Power Gain upon Deflection. That's not super great. Man of Benevolence. Okay. This has HP recovery upon deflection. Amazing. And plus 12 directly. So this will give us a passive method of HP recovery. And it requires 3 pieces to get it, right? And he has his own accessory as well, which can be 1 piece. The problem is that even if we use the swords as the second piece, we'll still be left with 1 piece less, right? So, yeah. Otherwise, pairing this with Libationer Guo set will give us good sustain as well as excellent damage. Just the first 2 for this, right? If only the HP recovery and deflection was the first one, right? Then I could have just paired it and yeah, and we would be good to go. Maybe that's what I should look at. Maybe I should look at the first stat and see if I like any, and we can go for that one from a named set. So yeah, interesting. Okay, fine. What is the next named set? Let's go and check that out. We looked at this. We looked at Xiahou Yuan's set as well. Ammo Held Max is his first passive. Libationer Guo is also one thing that we looked at. Vicious Tiger, okay, this is Sun Jian's. So for him the first one is Spirit Consumption. And yeah, he doesn't give us a lot of armors in terms of the set, options, sorry, in terms of the set. We'll have to use his weapon as well as one of his armor pieces, which won't work for us. Who else is there? Young Conqueror. This would be Sun Che. So Sun Che, we have spirit gain from normal attacks, 5% additional. That's not bad, I would say. That's a good passive. But again, we don't have any option. We have to use one armor piece, so we have to drop that option as well. Then we have, these are the three folks, right? Handang, then the other two were Shengpu, and I forget the third one's name. So this is one of those. Stealth, fatal strike damage, spirit fervor upon fatal strike, and dual saber spirit damage. Okay, this is Chengpu probably, but because he uses dual sabers, right? The Medu sabers or something like that. Yeah. Again, stealth is not really anything that I care about. So then this is the other one. This is spirit sustainability. Anyway, all of these sets, damage received, that's fine, but nothing great. All of these have just the weapon and 4 armor pieces, so we can't really use anything. This guy has a good bonus, I think. HP restoration from melee attacks. Oh. Okay. This guy is a combination of Libationer Go and Liu Bei, right? Lao Bei. So Liu Bei and Libationer Go, but not, but we have to use his weapon for that. Although we have a good copy of his weapon, I wouldn't put it completely out of the realm of possibility to use it. We can consider this option as well, to be frank. We can definitely consider this option. But I'd prefer to have him and unfortunately, again, in his case as well, as in we can have half his set, 3 pieces, and we can have 3 pieces from our guy Liu Bei's set, and we'll get HP restoration on both our melee attacks as well as on deflection. We should check this, in my opinion. This is definitely worth looking at. Libationer Go is obviously the go-to set for my current build, but this set is frankly not bad at all. But not as good either. Not as good either. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. I think the melee restoration effects, right? They are the ones that at least I haven't seen anywhere in the passives that I have checked for armors and weapons. So maybe we don't get them at all, and they are always just special passives which are part of set bonuses. In which case, there is no other option but to use these sets. So obviously the downside to using sets is that first of all we'll be stuck with some passives that we don't want, like the first one, right? HP. Although 30 HP here, and I think another 30 from the Lao Bei set will not be a bad deal. Another 30 HP. That's not a bad deal by any means. That will give us a lot of decent sustain as well. to be frank. Let me just check what else we have. Okay, I think we are past our set of Flying General Tyrant. Yeah, the Tyrant Overlord set is done. Okay, Flying General armor would be Lubu. So Lubu also gives HP then enemy detection. Yeah, and I don't care about that. Halberd Spirit damage. Okay, that's good actually. Martial arts damage is also very good and slow to enemies with upon ranged attack. Okay, yeah, I'd seen this one. This is not that great. Although you can use his bow to make up for parts of the set, but and I like his halberd in fact. I don't care about the bow, but the halberd is definitely worth using. Although it has its own problems as well. You need positive spirit in order to, I think, get the fire buff on it. But yeah, the fire buff is very good. It builds up status very quickly. Nonetheless, I think, and plus since it's a halberd, it has a good move set as well. The light attack into heavy, the dash light attack into heavy or spirit attack combo, that's really good. So yeah, as in I was seriously considering using that halberd, but we don't have a 4-star version of it, I believe. Anyway, the problem is that his first 2 passives are not that great. Well, HP is fine, the second passive is not that great. So I'm not really sold on whether we want to use him. This is the, okay, this set we already looked at, right? This is Zhang Liao's set. The Rampancy set is Washiong. Spirit gain, spirit damage, damage reduction and martial arts damage. Okay, this is also fine. Nothing super great, I guess. Drop rate, morale points, damage received and melee attack damage. Not bad, I would say. Not bad at all. This is from Yuan Shao, right? Just the first set bonus for drop rate is pretty interesting. And you can use his General-in-Chief's seal as well. Although he doesn't have a weapon. Yeah, because he doesn't use a weapon. I just remembered that his weapon are his is his Xuandu Divine Beast, right? Which has been deconstructed into its snake tail and tortoise, or yeah, turtle, not turtle, tortoise frame. Fine. Yeah, the Heijian set, damage received is reduced, guard spirit consumption is reduced, power drop I suppose upon enemy on deflecting a critical blow, and hammer spirit damage. Okay. Yeah, he uses a big hammer, right? Yeah, it's power drop, fine. Nothing great again. And the curse star gives a spirit fervor upon deflection, deflect spirit consumption reduction, spirit gain from normal attacks, and curved saber damage. Okay, again nothing super great. Then the Tianchu set, right? It has HP, it has wizardry spell, spirit consumption, power gain upon wizardry spell, and staff spirit damage. Okay. Again nothing great. Plus we are locked into using the set armor. Spirit gain elemental damage. Okay. Wizardry spell damage. 11%. Wow, that's a hefty damage bonus. Although I'm not sure this. So all these damage bonuses that I'm talking about, right? Probably we can go above them if we use sets which don't have these passives, and we put the specific jewel upon those, right? Or not even a jewel. Select the proper bonuses for them. So 4 pieces each getting say 3% melee damage. Total you would get around 12 anyway. Anyway, this is giving spirit vulnerability as the last one on enemy upon wizardry. Okay, this is fine as well. These are a decent set, I would say. Then the dragon strategist. Okay, this will be Zhuge Liang, the blindfold boy, or crouching dragon, right? Wolong. So this this is not a set, it seems. Interesting. I did not expect that. This is actually not a set. So if we get a 5-star, I guess we can put. Anyway, what is its? It gives maximum Dragon's Cure pot max uses +1 on first one, then additional recovery on the other two. Very interesting. Good effects, I would say, for sustain. That one additional Dragon pot use is not bad. Although I think we can get that additional Dragon pot use through passives as well. Melee bonuses, right? And then then this is this joke or I don't know what kind of hat this is, but this one gets improved spirit control, which is a very good you can say effect. It increases automatic recovery when you are at low spirit and reduces depletion when you are at high spirit. Although I'm not sure whether 6% is significant, but there is a spell which does that, and basically it replicates that effect. Again, typically these are much less powerful than the spell effects, so probably the spell gives something like 12 or 18%. Well, this gives only 6%. But yeah, it's an interesting piece of equipment if you don't if you overlook the looks, right? Interesting. But maybe it's worth having, frankly, because I don't see that as a bonus anywhere either, this particular effect. So it's a fixed effect, but it's rare. It's a light set as well. So okay, I know what our options are. Now the question is how useful are they, right? Let's do one thing. Let's head to the training ground, and I'll wear 2 pieces of our guy Laobe's set and 2 pieces from our guy Dongju, right? So we'll get a couple of pieces from each set, wear them, and see what outcomes we can get. Tyrant Overlord. So I'll get his circlet, I suppose, and his surcoat. Actually, we need 3 pieces for each, right? So I'll take his glaive as the third one, and yeah, let's do that. So we get this, we get this, and the glaive we already have, I think. And for Man of Benevolence, we will get I don't think we ever got his yeah, we have not received his accessory, so we can only get his gauntlets, footwear, and then his swords. I guess those should be all at the bottom as well, but pair swords of aspiration, yeah. All right, now let's replace our current clothing with the ones that we just got. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 2 of it. Okay, which one is better? Okay, this is interesting. And what about this one? Dragon Slayer is there, and then you have, oh, I don't like this one. Yeah, okay, we'll go with this. And the pair swords. Shouldn't they have been, okay, it's by rarity, so they are at the bottom. No? So here we are, decked out in fashion which is a bit different from what we typically use, but now we have passive healing. I think let's go with this guy. Let's check. Yes, we are getting healed. $11 points on the. So we get healing on our. Interesting. Not as much as I had hoped, but definitely there. And we did get a bunch of it, so. Interesting. Okay, this is yeah, it's not as high as one would hope, but it's something, and the deflect is quite decent. We can just go with the deflect and the Guojia set, I think. Okay. What level are these swords? Let me check that. So my swords are +6. So they are not bad. The attack power is 378. It's half of what I would have. So instead of 1 point of HP, I would probably get 2 points of HP. Let's do one thing. Let's swap over to the +8 glaive and see how much we get from that. Okay, let's fight the big guy for it. Yeah, we are getting 2 points from it. Points. Fine. Yeah, at least the fatal attack gives us. I wonder if the martial art gives us. Fatal attack gives us HP back. I wonder if the martial art also gives us. Yeah, it did, right? In case of the pair swords, it did give us. Not bad at all. Yeah, this is definitely more sustaining than what we were having earlier. The question is, do we need 3 of each type? Indeed we do, because we have why am I level 109? Why am I level 109? Interesting. Oh, okay, yeah. The last time I had upgraded, I'd reached 109. Makes sense. I thought I was still at 100, but I wasn't. Makes sense. Okay, fine. I was at 100 when we did the final set of missions. End of the story, right? Yeah. At that time, I was around 100, where we fought the blindfolded boy under the moonlight in the arena where we fought the first boss, back where we started essentially, and defeated him with the help of the blindfolded boy. So when we fought him while he was taken over or possessed by UG, we were 100. Then we finished a bunch of side missions apart from the last 2, which were the one with the horse demon and the one where we are currently stuck, which is the battle royale. So apart from those, we had finished all those other side missions, which I think got us the experience to take our level to 109. I was always thinking that my level was around 100. Nonetheless, I'm digressing. So the HP we currently have is around 918. I think we just crossed 900 because we added 60 HP. Otherwise, we would be at 800, right? 858. Our agility is still A. Are any of these mid? Yeah, why is my agility only A? As in, why is the equipment load still 29.3, right? I'm wondering. Because the set that I was using earlier had a few heavy items in it as well. Okay. The Man of Benevolence set is medium set. So I'm using 2 medium set pieces, and one of them are the greaves, which are, I think, much heavier. Even the gauntlets are quite heavy. And yeah, even the headpiece and the armor are decently heavy. So, interesting. Very interesting. Too bad we don't have 4-star versions. We can get those, although not the Dongjuo set, right? I can't get. Yeah, now that I think about it, if I don't have 4-star versions of the Dongjuo set, I don't think I can get it, right? Hold on. We just hit a big snag. Well, it's not a snag per se, because anyway we are not going to use the Dongjuo set. Gojia set is what I was interested in. It will bump up our damage output tremendously. But we have the Tyrant. Oh, we have his gauntlets, 4-star. That's it. That's the only thing we have, which is 4-star. Oddly enough, after fighting him so often, we still are having only his gauntlets at 4-star. Okay. And we have his weapon at 4-star as well. So we have 2 pieces. If we get a 3rd piece, we'll be able to close out his set. Interesting. Very interesting. And the 3rd piece is what we require in order to enable the buff. Now let's see whether this buff that we currently have, whether that is better. So I'm getting, yeah, it is. The buff that we get from the spell is much better, right? Because with this one, I'm currently getting So if I replace the armor with a different armor piece, and then we add the spell and see how much damage we are doing, or how much HP we are recovering, right, on our melee attacks, then we'll be able to tell the difference. Wizardry spell. So much testing is required, right, in order to figure out what best we can work with. I typically replace this one. Because with this spell, I'm getting like 70, 80 points, or in fact even 130 points on a critical attack. Or not a critical attack, but a fatal strike. So yeah, definitely more points to be had. Fine, yeah. You can definitely get back more HP with this spell. Okay. Maybe we can incorporate this spell in addition to the rest, right? That is the one way. That is definitely one way to go about it. Although we'll lose out on some defense, but that's a possibility worth considering. Interesting, very interesting. Now let's check the Gojia set and let's see what we can get from it. Gojia. I don't know how I got his set actually. How come we have so many of its pieces? There are not too many missions which give out his set, right? I can't think of there being too many. So it's very odd that we have almost his entire, multiple pieces of almost his entire set. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. We have, no, we only have his overcoat. Okay, my bad. We only have his overcoat. We don't have his full set at all. Yeah, we don't have his crown, gloves, footwear, or his dice, Lubo dice, or his cane. Okay, fine. So we can't really try out his set at all. Very interesting. Fine. I'll take some time to think about what to do here. In the meantime, so we have at least learned that if nothing else, the Man of Benevolence 3 pieces are a good combination to have. And then yeah, right, and then for the headpiece maybe we can use the special one, right? Where is it? This one. I changed its look, but yeah, that will give us yeah, that gives us healing on deflection. Okay, I think we are above. We are no longer at agility A or 30%. We are above that. Around 60 healing with that strike. Maybe more, I guess. 60 is just for the last hit. Nice. That is one way to play, I suppose. We can do this. We can play like this. Although we are a bit heavy, we'll have to remedy that. And plus we don't have 4-star versions of his other pieces, right? This is by type, so if we have, we will know it immediately. I think, yeah, it's after this, right? We have his, yeah, we just have, yeah, we have his crown as well. Nice, okay. We have his crown as well, which is at 4-star. So we can actually get line up 2 of his pieces. I don't think we have his swords at 4-star though. Yeah, we have only have 3-star swords. Well, yep, we only have a 3-star set of aspiration, swords of aspiration. So both sets basically lack one additional component to be used as 3-piece. Interesting. And Goji, obviously we lack enough pieces to do anything, frankly. We just have a single piece. Very interesting. Fine, let's yeah, let's go back to our original build. Done. Okay, this is what we were using earlier, right? The only change is absorb vitality instead of damage reduction. Maybe we will keep that for now. That's fine. Okay, so what I wanted to do next was, as I said, because I'm kind of in two minds about what build to pursue, and I don't want to level up, so I don't want to spend too many more attempts, right, on that particular gauntlet. So what I would prefer to do is, I would prefer to come up with a build which I'm fairly sure will get us through most of that. Okay, I just committed suicide. Fine. But as I was saying, my plan is to be able to come up with a build which will give me a lot of confidence about our ability to get through that whole area very quickly, for one. For two, what I would like to do is get something which will allow us to also be able to what do you say, right, also be able to sustain more. And as I was explaining, apart from the spell, which I'm frankly not a big fan of this spell, the Man of Benevolence set and Dongyo set are interesting, I would say. Although, yeah, the effect of the Dongyo set is very minimal as compared to the spell. It's basically 1/8, right, in power. we're getting 8 points of healing from the spell, and we're only getting, I think it was 2 to 8, so 1/4, right? A quarter of the healing from the Man of not Man of Benevolence, Tongjo set. But yeah, the spell is time bound, and that set will be with us permanently if we wear it. So that advantage cannot be disregarded, and that minor healing will definitely count in the long run, considering the kind of gauntlet we are facing. But getting the damage boost from Gojia's set might also help. And yeah, we really don't have any way to ensure that we get Dongjuo's 4-star set, while we can do that for Gojia and Man of Benevolence. So I think targeting those is better, plus the fact that they give us options to use, have alternate accessories, and basically get our the bang for our buck through those. So that's what I'm aiming for. And the final thing I wanted to say is that yeah, this 10 Dragon's Cure powders, because of the amount of healing that they provide, they're effectively, I would say, if we use all of them, and they would double up as another 10 healing pots. In fact, better versions of healing pots if we are smart about their use. Because what happens is that they tick on for a while. So if we end up attacking during that time, or if we take hits, we'll still get cured. While the healing pot obviously is a one-time thing. So once it's used, it's done. And yeah, it's basically 11 ticks from what I counted of 88 HP. So for me at that time, I guess that was yeah, I'm not sure why it was 88 frankly, but I don't think it was tied to my HP. Although my HP was close to that, I don't think it was 880 or anything like that. It was more like 860, right? So or 858. So in that case, with that HP, right, I'm getting, yeah, I don't have HP on any of these, so I should currently have 858 HP. Yeah, so with 858 HP I was getting 88 HP per tick. I'm not sure whether that was related to my HP, but I'm assuming that yeah, that should be the basis for how much I'm getting, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm digressing. My point was that 11 ticks of 88 HP are basically more than my full HP rate. So even if I start here or consume the powder when I'm half held down, and then after some time, after 4 ticks, I'm fully back up, and then I again take a hit, I'll again get healed up. That's my point. So those are very powerful in my opinion. I think with those two, we can effectively double the amount of bosses that we can take. Although the bosses will get progressively harder as well. So maybe not double, but at least from the current 4, which we can get at our best, I can probably take on another 2 bosses, right? I'm fairly certain of that. But yeah, even that is with a good run. Our deflect bonus HP will give us a better bang for our buck in the long run in that scenario, and then we can have more with maybe the HP healing spell as well, and the Gojia set to close things out, right? So that's the plan, I think, and it should work out quite well. The only problem obviously will be what accessory bonuses we get. We'll miss out on some good ones that we currently have. Unfortunately, we can't do much about that. If we want the full set bonuses, right, for or the important set bonuses from both these sets. Fine. So that having said that, since we are, as I said, in 2 mines, what I was trying to do was something that I had noticed when I was talking to the blacksmith earlier, which was that we are missing the crazy man here, right, who spoke to us the last time. He's missing, and I noticed from far away when I was looking over that this lady is back. So I thought of, and the man is here. Interesting. Okay, I didn't see the man earlier. I didn't come here. I wanted to check out what she says on stream, but funnily enough, the man is here. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, let's talk to her. Let's see what she says, and I guess we'll go from there. We helped her out a lot, right? Okay, that is her husband. Fine. He may be deep in meditation, but he's still my husband. Yeah, he was sitting on a rock nearby. I'm just so glad he's back home. Okay. Yes, how can you? Yes, you should. Oh, we got money. Nice. Oh, she gave us a lot more back, I suppose. Interesting. Okay. So that's it. Interesting. And he doesn't talk. Okay. So we only get money from her coppers. Yeah, I guess we gave her coppers, so getting coppers in return is reasonable. But I was hoping we'll get some rare item or something like that. That quest was weird. Okay, again the guy has disappeared. The other guy, Changpu, is the only one visible. These two guys, I don't think have anything more to say. How many cicadas do we have? Should we talk to that guy? Let's check. Today I'm just going to while my time away, I suppose. By the way, I'm not sure what this has to do. It's a key item, but I haven't found the person with whom we have to interact for the key. So I don't know whom that key item bill is supposed to be taken to, or what it unlocks. Maybe it's already unlocked some mission, which is the whole point of it, but I don't think we have ever mentioned it as having unlocked any kind of mission till now. Nonetheless, where were we? We were at trying to find where the cicadas are. Cicadas are also key items, right? They should be here. No, these are not key. Yeah, these are key items. Okay. Oh, there they are. Yeah, we have 4 golden cicada shells. Fine, let's maybe we can give them, but I think he'll just go further crazy. So I think we still have a few more cicada shells to do. So yeah, I forgot to mention that I did do so. The additional experience that I have, it comes from going back and redoing a few more missions, right? Yesterday I was talking about having completed a couple. Today I completed a few more. So today I went through the Battle of Huluaguan Pass. I think we're missing not the golden cicada, the dragon crystal, right? This is the crystal? No, this is not a crystal. The vein, I suppose. So we are missing that. In Centuries of Glory Burned Away, we were missing the cicada, and then in Darkness Over Hanshui River, we are again missing the cicada. No, we are missing the dragon vein. So we got those. So our healing, I think, yeah, with the last one, our healing is now maxed out. The upgrade of the pot is at plus 15, and I got a trophy for that. So I'm assuming that's the max. We can check that actually. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah. So yeah, we have all the dragon vein or dragon crystal. Everything has been accounted for in this particular part. Part 5 is the same situation. We have everything accounted for. By the way, golden cicadas also, I think we have, yeah, we are missing just the one in Behold the Glaive of Righteousness. Interesting. If we can find that, maybe we can finish the entire story. I'm wondering if I should go and do that, but that's a fairly long mission. I don't want to redo it. and that will be like very soon since we did it, right? Maybe 3 or 4 days back we were doing that mission. So yeah, I don't want to do that. But otherwise we are good, right? We have gotten everything here. We have gotten everything here. This we already looked at. This also we looked at. Oh no, there is one more missing in Tyrant's final banquet, and that is another very long mission. Yeah, okay, fine. So we are missing a few, unfortunately, a couple in fact. Once we get those, we can talk to the cicada guy. So in the meantime, again, we are kind of in limbo as to what to do. I can try to get Gojia's set, I suppose, and the Man of Benevolence set as well, and we can go from there. Let's check how many cups of cordiality we need for each. So for Gojia, we need, I guess, 4 or 5, right? We are at oath level 2 with him, which is not super high. Junyu, we are at level 3, okay. And with Lao Bei, we are at oath level 7, so maybe a couple for him as well. I'm not sure about anybody else's set, frankly. Spirit attack damage, martial arts damage for Chang Fei. Guan Yu also gives restore HP, but only on deflecting critical blows. Okay. Power gain upon fatal strike and martial arts. Oh, yeah, Zhang Liao's set we already have. Restore HP. Oh, this just gives base restore HP, Junyu. But then he should have something else as well, right? Which gives us that HP restore. It's too bad we don't know what that is, frankly. If we could know what it was, we could plan accordingly. But unfortunately, we don't have that option. We don't know what it is, so we can't really plan accordingly. Plus, it's not necessary that I think, yeah, it's not necessary that we'll get that status as the as a part of it, or maybe as, yeah, it might be that it might not be at the top, right? So it might not just be something that we get with a couple of items. So it might be further in the buff category or in the passive category. So we might need to use more of his set to get restore HP 2.4%. While in Gojia's case, the reason I'm saying that is because in Gojia's case we know that no, okay, yeah, accumulation is at the top, right? That's the first buff that you get. Or is it the second one? I think it's the second one. Enemy status effect. Maybe it is the first one. It's difficult to tell, in fact. But if we can figure that out, then we might know whether we want to also invest in the Junyu set, or whether it is a better set than the Man of Benevolence set that for which we also need to plan for, from what I see. But as of now, it seems that the Man of Benevolence and Gojia's Libationer set are the ones that we should look at. The others just don't seem to do it for us, at least not at the same rate that this one seems to be doing. Questions, I guess. Yeah, as I said, right, I'm quite a bit stumped regarding exactly how to proceed. Hence, and it's not that I wasn't thinking about this. I was thinking about it before I started stream as well. In fact, I could have started the stream like 2 or 3 hours earlier. I just didn't because I thought maybe I can arrive upon a new build and then not spend time on stream trying to figure it out. But unfortunately, yeah, I was not able to do that. So fine, let's not. I think let's not keep worrying about it. It is what it is, right? We are not going to figure it out in a short while. Whether we can sort of whether Junyu or Man of Benevolence, right, or Laube. But at least we know for a fact that Laube is a passive that we want and would like to have immediately. Not immediately, as in we'll get it with just 3 pieces. That kind of being able to use that alongside Junyu's set with the 2 weapons that we currently have. Otherwise, yeah, my major concern was that we'd have to replace our weapons, which we wouldn't have to do with these 2 sets. Although, hold on, I'm not sure again. Gojia's set has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, it has 6 pieces. The 6th piece is not mentioned here, the accessory. I hope we'll get that, because if we don't get it, then we would be really screwed. Because, yeah, and his 5th effect is the great one. So we actually need all 6 pieces. Oh, so I'll still need the Night Owl Cane as a weapon. Damn it. Kind of, yeah, that kind of sucks. Not gonna lie, that sucks. Then we might as well pair the Laube set with something else, which works just as well, right? Yeah, it's difficult to say, frankly. Fine. I think at least let's get Laube set. If nothing else, we can use this and use 3 pieces in order to get healing on our deflects, which should help out a lot, right? With 5 deflects, we can get 50 HP in heals, which is significant. Maybe we can put bonuses for HP on each of the armor sets as well, armor pieces that is, and maybe on our weapons as well if they allow us to. So we'll get another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right, and maybe another. I guess it gives 1.7% for each type, or not each type, for each individual piece. So it's actually 17.5 65, not 65, 17.5 85, right? Yeah, 85 and not 85, my bad. It is 65, 170. No, it is 85. Yeah, so 85. So yeah, we can almost get. So that's another 1.7. So yeah, we can almost get another 10 HP. So we'll get another 10% HP. So we'll get that's another 1 point, I guess. Instead of 12, we'll get 13 HP. But it is what it is. Fine, we'll get at least Lao Bei. Let's use Cups of Cordiality on Lao Bei. One used. Okay. Wasn't he already at 8? Oh, damn it. This third one is wasted, isn't it? Maybe we can. I don't want to waste another Cup of Cordiality with him so close. Let's try to do a quick mission and see if we can get him upgraded. Travel. What mission can we do again? Let's do Twilight's Calling, right? I'll summon him. Hopefully he will get to level 10 once we beat the boss. Hopefully we'll beat the boss. I don't want to end up losing against this boss. But yeah. Reinforcements. Lao Bei. Yes. Liu Bei, you shall have my aid. Excellent. Yeah, we haven't. Yeah, we are good, and we even have this. But I think in this fight we don't need the healing. Instead, we need survivability. So I'm going to change that spell, and we'll have the other one. Where is it? Where is it? It's an earth spell, right? Yeah. Lion's Roar, right. Maybe I'll also change Molten Calamity Thorn. I was not really using it on this guy because I couldn't get to him and inflict statuses. So it might be better to just go with something else like Aqua Blink, right? Best one, yeah. Which is what I originally used. Also, fine, yeah. Let's go with the longsword. Lao Bei, you are with me. Let's also invite somebody else, right? We don't want to just level up Lao Bei. So let's also invite Gojia. Who else? Maybe I can also invite Guan Yu. He has restore HP upon deflecting a critical blow, and he's also almost done. In fact, interesting. Yeah, let's invite Guan Yu. All right, guys, both of you need to get to Swan Brother with this particular fight, okay? I won't allow for any mistakes. All right. I think we are ready. Let's go in. My God, I'm dead. I'm eating everything, am I not? Oh my God, Lao Bei is already down. Okay.
如此棘手。不要勉强。
Yeah, we're not doing very well, are we?
就会落于下风。抱歉，真是劳烦阁下了。不能止步于此，定要杀出一条生路。此恩，他日必报。必须重整旗鼓，绝不能止步于此。抱歉，是非的失策。
Okay.
看到关某，就到此为止了。
Damn it. Oh, I'm already out of healing.
真是千钧一发，感谢相助。
And I'm dead. Oh, not dead yet.
前后退。还没结束，关某武艺可不止如此。
Now I'm dead. Now I'm dead. Okay. Okay. I don't think we can do this guy with help. Interesting. He's much stronger if yeah, we are much weaker basically because we are not able to really do much to him. Let's try to get these guys back. We lost a lot of our yeah, we lost a lot of our what do you call it? Chi as well. I'm not sure if we'll continue to lose more, but let's try again. Let's do one thing. Maybe I'll change the Divine Beast and go with Xinglong for a bit. Maybe it will help. And I'll start with the pots and then go into Okay.
定要杀出一条生路。
Damn it.
得救了，感激不尽。胜利已是囊中之物，敌人最后一击。关口救回，一时大意。
Done. Excellent. Okay, that was much better. Just had to keep my head, I guess. I'm not sure if Guan Yu got. Yeah, I got a Jianshu longsword, 4-star. Okay, and a Warlock mask. Unfortunately, that's not 4-star. And I got one cure powder back. I'm not sure if both of these guys got promoted. It would be unfortunate if they did not. Let's check. And I did get a revenge, so I'm assuming that I didn't lose any of my. Yeah, I didn't lose anything. I think I got 100,000 additional. And yes, we have deliveries. Let's check though. Laube is at Swan Brother. Guan Yu is also at Swan Brother. Excellent. Managed to keep both of them and get the deliveries. So Guan Yu has given you a replica of his cherished equipment after swearing an oath with him. You have received the following items: Azure Dragon Crescent Glaive, Sir Magnificent Beard Crown, Sir Magnificent Beard Armor, Sir Magnificent Beard Gauntlets and Greaves. Okay, confirm. Liu has also given you a replica of his cherished equipment after swearing an oath with him. So we have received a pair swords of aspiration, Man of Benevolence, crown, armor, gauntlets, and footwear. Excellent. Liu has given you a replica of his cherished equipment. You have received large grass knot. Fine. So you get the accessory additionally and separately. So that means for Goji as well, I should be able to get it. I also got 2 dragon cure powders for some reason. I don't know why. I guess every time you get these guys to Swan Brother, maybe you get one. I didn't notice it earlier. That means we got 3 back total and we used 4, I think. So that's a good, yeah. That was completely unexpected, but for somebody like me who doesn't like using up my consumables, this is a good thing. In fact, it was a very good thing. Let's check. We got. So we got the pair swords of aspiration. Yeah. Odd. Yeah, this is the sword, and we got this 3-star series as well. This long sword has crushing subjugation, celestial prestige, and honorable rise. What are these? Crushing subjugation. This is quite quick, and you can chain it into itself. Interesting. Celestial prestige is very nice. I like it. Okay, interesting. And what about the third one? Honorable Rise. Interesting. Maybe you can. I don't know if any of those skills are doable from the air, but interesting. Okay. Marching Dragon. Damn. It had to get Marching Dragon. Okay. Iron Calf, fine. That's good. And Soaring Phoenix. What is that? Okay. Yeah, the third one ideally should have been a better one. I don't like Marching Dragon at all. Okay, and what about the Beckoning Pine? Seriously, fine. I guess that's not bad. Thorn Prick. Okay, that's not bad. That's quick. And we have the Endless Flowering, which works. Not bad. I think we got off easy, I suppose. Hold on. Then we have the armor. Man of Benevolence footwear. Okay. I'm just checking if I got any jewels which we can extract. None till now. And I don't know what his set does, so we'll check that as well for Guan Yu. Power gain upon deflect counterattack. We did get a jewel. Okay, cool. I guess we'll have to go to the blacksmith to extract it. Just one jewel though. And with this Warlock mask also nothing. Oh, we got his the headband of Curstar as well. Okay. When did we get these? Weird. I thought we didn't get anything else, but apparently we got these as well. Okay, odd. Anyway, these are not giving us any new effects either, but fine. We also have an accessory, right? Yeah. Wizardry spell damage. That's good. Damage received, good. Flame attack power, fine. Metal phase spell spirit consumption. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all, in fact, because our glaive uses flame attack power. Metal phase, we have 2 spells at least that we use, which are both heavy on consumption, and 3 in fact. And we have damage received, fine, not bad, and wizardry spell damage definitely something that I would like. So yeah, this is good. I think we lucked out. We definitely lucked out here. I'm not sure if Gojia's dice will be equally accommodating, right? But yeah, it is what it is. Alright, let's check what his armor gives in terms of effects. So the HP I think is on the 3rd, so with 4 pieces, right? You get damage reduction, not HP recovery. Okay, it said HP recovery, right? There is no HP recovery. There is spirit gain from deflecting, there is martial arts spirit consumption, damage reduction, and glaive damage. That's it. Am I missing something? I feel like I'm missing something. It said HP and HP recovery, right? On his HP recovery on critical blow. That's what it said on his description. so strange. That's all I can say. That this is super strange, but yeah, it is what it is. And we have their sets, and yeah, the accessory we got is actually useful to us, so surprising that we lucked out there. Now the question is, what do we do? Do we incorporate the Man of Benevolence set into our current setup? And how do we incorporate, right? First one is Greaves. I guess we can go with the Greaves. Elemental damage reduction. Damage amplification on enemy upon deflecting a critical blow. Okay. Yeah, this is what I added in, I think, later. So I'll have to keep this as well. Without even doing any decorations, this is what it looks like. I think we might be, yeah, we are slightly overweight, which we can remedy. That's not too big a deal. Very interesting. In fact, we can probably use some other armor and remedy it immediately, like this. I guess this will be the third effect that we go for. Third artifact. And yeah. now we have HP recovery, and we are decently well set. I can probably go into more wizardry spell damage with this, but it's 3 stars, so I can't really use that. The Tianzu is giving me Divine Beast Gauge gain. I could go for Taishan Champion armor, but yeah, the equipment weight is going up too much there in that particular case. Stealth is not really useful either. The Bandit Carb is light. I can go with this as well. Yeah, I also need to look at my defenses. So my earth and metal defenses are quite low now, and I'm topped up on wood. So it's better if I don't go with this, which gives me more wood defenses. Instead, this is also giving me wood, damn it. This doesn't give me wood, but it doesn't give me much metal or earth either. Any other light set that is 4 star that I have? Yeah, what about the Tianzu cloak, right? What does that give? Not giving earth and metal at all. Qinglong gives earth. The Tyrant Circuit is giving me metal and fire and a bit of water. It's kind of a problem now. Yeah, my earth and fire defenses are quite low, especially earth, right? I'd prefer everything to be above 100. The only one giving me earth is Liu Bu's heavy armor. That's the problem here. Let's look at the storehouse. That's the only option now.
好困，万事果然应该松弛有度。
So many doubts, so many questions regarding how we balance out our build to make it work like it all works together, right? Yeah, this is the other issue with going with sets. The set will typically give defenses for only one type of element, and then you will be left with nothing for the rest. Still, getting to 100 shouldn't be that tough. we just need earth and metal. Giant wrestler set can also help, I guess. Okay, but we don't have any giant wrestler 4-star, I suppose. Dongjo soldier footwear. Okay, giant wrestler pauldrons again. This is a light set, okay, and this gives some earth and decent bit of metal and some water. Okay. I'm just looking for something which will give me earth and metal both. Crouching dragon helmet, interesting. Entertainer garb, okay, fine. Yellow turban soldier armor, this is the best one. So if I send this to okay, fine. Yeah, that's the best one that we could find, right? With this, we are at, yeah, our water and metal both are now below 100 though. Not necessarily good. Yeah, we are just too wood heavy with this setup. Weak to earth and metal. Weak to fire and metal. Okay, yeah, will be weak to something or the other. That's what it looks like. Maybe the yeah, but there is no other option, right? We need 3. No, so why are we wearing 4 items? Hold on. You only need 3 items. Am I not wrong? Yeah, damage taken in perfect condition is also now there, which I don't need basically because it's only 7.2% reduction. It's not a, and perfect condition itself is not always going to be our situation, so I don't have to worry about it. Okay. Now we are at $96.90. Yeah, this is more acceptable, I suppose. It's still worse than what we were doing earlier, but still acceptable, I guess. Maybe I can replace the greaves and the headpiece with each other. I'm not sure how it works. So the greaves are 48, headpiece is 36. So I should replace the greaves with the headpiece. You already have a +7 as well. Which is at 36, and yeah, this is also at 36, right? So we are good with that. And then we can put the, instead of these greaves, we can use our regular ones. Our equipment weight is suddenly super low. Light, medium, light, medium. Okay. And we have yeah, now we have a better spread of stats, much better spread of stats, I believe. This we can live with. Nice. Okay. So now we have HP recovery on deflect. Not bad, eh? Let me also look at the new glaive that we have, just for fun. Yeah, we didn't use our divine beast either, by the way. Also, let me change aqua blink. We didn't really use aqua blink either, by the way. That was a waste. I just don't know how to go about using it properly. I think the problem is there. But that guy hits really hard. One has to be on point if one doesn't want to get curb stomped completely. But yeah, we took him out, and this is what we look like now. Not bad at all, I'd say. But as I said, I wanted to test out the other glaive, and yeah, I also wanted to switch out the divine beast for a different one. Our tried and trusted Tangsho divine beast. So right now we have gloves and headpiece, right? Okay. As I was saying, I want to check the new glaive. Does not look bad at all. Okay. Let's check what skills we have. Okay. Very interesting. And what about the third skill? Okay. I don't know what that did. Oh, you basically get 2 hits. Very interesting. How come you are getting 2 hits? How come you are getting 2 hits? Yeah, and my HP recovery did go up, so it goes up with my health, I think. Very nice. Very, very nice. I like that skill actually. Just that its third skill is really bad. I think you can get 3 hits off. That's what it looks like to me, at least. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm just trying to see if that combo actually works, but it doesn't look like it does. You can only get off 2 hits, not 3 hits in the air. But yeah, the hit into a jumping spirit attack is definitely worth having, especially with the Glaive's jumping spirit attack, which is an excellent attack. Nice. I like that. Yeah, it's a good glaive. Although its handle, yeah, the staff is a bit too thin for my liking. it doesn't look right. As in, I think it feels perfect, probably, but when you place it next to what you are trying to look at, yeah, this stuff is definitely more imposing, right? The glaive is just more imposing altogether. Just a bigger glaive. Curve-headed glaive for the win. Interesting. Okay. I think this is not bad. Okay. This is not bad. What I'll need to do though is get my stats back to how they were earlier. Not how they were, but to closer to what we were getting earlier, and we should be in a better position. Much better position, in fact. That's what I would like to say, but I'm not sure. Maybe we should get Gojia upgraded as well, and yeah, use his set to complement what we currently have with Liu Bei. The only problem is with Gojia, there are 5 bonuses, and the 5th bonus is what we are really angling for. We have 2 weapons and 4 armor pieces and 2 accessory slots. So in total 8 slots, right? Out of which 3 will go to the Man of Benevolence set from Liu Bei. That will leave 5 slots. We actually need 1 more slot in order to even complete Gojia's set. So yeah, I don't think it will work out. His full set is 6 pieces. Interesting. I'm just not sure I want to invest my cups of cordiality into Gojia, considering that we can't get his full set, and even if we do, I'm not sure his full set will give us the benefits that without taking away the current balance of our set, right? Especially in terms of the overall defenses that we have on our elemental abilities. I'm not sure we'll get the same with the new set. So that we'll have to take care of somehow. So many doubts. That is what I have. Actually, with what we have done right now, we can probably go with a heavier set like the Taishan Champion set. Yeah, we can almost go with that. We get much more physical resistance, and spirit defense. Is there any plus? Let's go by upgrade level. You have the Emperor of, Armor of Rampancy at 4-star plus 8. 7% defenses. It's a heavy armor though. Then we have Yuan Shao's armor, which is also a heavy armor. We have, yeah, this is a medium armor. This we can use. Martial arts spirit damage, not bad, worth keeping. Same amount of physical resistance as what we had. Hold on. We can't directly switch. We first need to select the original armor and then compare. So in this comparison, the Asian armor is definitely better, even though it is one rank lower, and it is giving us some metal defenses and taking away water. That's not bad actually. And instead of melee attack spirit damage, my martial arts spirit damage will go up. Although I will lose out on one passive because it's a special set armor. Then there is the bandit car for Taishan. That's a light armor though. This is a heavy armor, so not usable. The warlock robe is also there, which is a light armor, but it's anyway only 3-star. Armor of boldness is there as well. That's a medium armor, a heavy medium armor in fact. But yeah, it's also a part of the boldness set, so again the same problems. Yeah, we don't have a lot of non-set armors which are 4-star, right? Clearly we don't. I guess Cursed Star of Hygiene is the best one amongst them. The Spirit Cane from normal attacks is not a bad passive to have, frankly. But there's no way we can have it unless we use the footwear or greaves from it as well. I don't think we have greaves from the it doesn't look like we do. I don't think we have the greaves as well. Let me put it on the rarity, date, type. Yeah. So yeah, we don't have the greaves. We just have the armor at 4-star. But as of now, we have our water has defense has gone down, and we have lost one passive. I'm not sure that was a good trade-off, right? Here we are below 25%. Actually, it should improve our overall ability to move around and deflect and parry attacks. All right, I think yeah, we have played around quite a bit today. Not really to any particular conclusion, because getting the stats right on the equipment is entirely different process altogether. But we are definitely close in some ways, better off, I would say. So yeah, that's how it is. But I'm actually interested in this Goji armor. I'm still thinking about it. But as of now, this is how we are. I think what I'll do is, instead of spending more time sort of theory crafting the build, I'll stop here for today. And yeah, we'll meet again in tomorrow. Hopefully by then my build would have reached a conclusion, and I would be able to take on the challenge that is the Crouching Dragon Battle Royale Gauntlet. So that's the plan. But let's see. I don't feel like I'm closer to such a point right now. But we'll see. Okay. All right. So yeah, this is Troden signing off. Thanks for watching, whoever has been watching. See you in the next stream. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.